Write out the following prompt. Abundance is. Underneath that, we're going to give it across 3 dimensions. We're going to define what abundance is. So, abundance is. How does abundance feel? Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Wealthy and Unstoppable. Today, we're going to talk about the 3 things you can do proactively to manifest more abundance in your life. Now, this is something that is near and dear to my heart. This is something that I have done. This is something that I have learned from other abundance and manifestation masters. So let's get into it. Here are the 3 things. I will list them off, and then I'm going to give you a deep dive and an explanation behind why these methods work. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get clear with what abundance means. And I'm going to explain how to get clear with that, but also why it's so incredibly important. The second thing that we're going to do is we're going to get into an attitude of gratitude, and you're going to get grateful for the abundance before you can even see it in your reality. And then the third thing that we're going to talk about is one method to clear out some of the clutter in your life that is connected to money that is going to help clear your energy. Okay. All right. So let's dive in. I'm so excited. All right. The very first thing that I started to talk about is getting crystal clear. Now, let's think about it. At work, what do? Well, when the year begins, you set goals. When you set goals, what you're doing is you're giving clarity to what you're going to produce this year, what outcomes you're going to drive, and then what your North Star is. Let's take that and think about abundance. When we want to manifest abundance, what do we say? I want to manifest abundance, right? But the thing is, universe loves clarity. Clarity in your energy. Because unless you know what you're asking for, the universe is just going to start be throwing stuff at you to see, hey, is this the right way? Is that the right way? Is this what you're looking for? So you got to get really crystal clear with what it is that you're looking to manifest. So here's how you can do that. Write out the following prompt. Abundance is. Underneath that, we're going to give it across 3 dimensions. We're going to define what abundance is. So abundance is. How does abundance feel? How does it feel in your body? Is it fun? Is it free? Is it joyous? What does abundance feel like in your body? Because remember, we're body, mind, soul. So your body is the connection, it's the antenna to your higher self, right? So in your body, energetically start to project how that abundance feels. Like imagine if you had $10 million or whatever abundance means to you. Who are you? How are you behaving? What are you doing? What does that feel like in your body, right? So that's the first dimension. So how does abundance feel? So abundance is, how does it feel? The second dimension we want to get clarity around is quantitatively numbers. So abundance means I built $10,000 more in wealth. Abundance means I generated $1 million in revenue. Abundance means I got 1,000 more clients. So put a number and give it definition, because when you start to work with numbers, you're again getting more clear and giving that order that you're placing with the universe so that the universe can respond back to you. You're giving it clarity, like this is what I'm aiming for, right? The third dimension on which you should provide clarity in your energy is experiences. How are you experiencing abundance? Is it that you can invite everybody out to dinner? Is it that you're able to travel 6 times a year? Is it that you're able to, I don't know, buy the car that you want? What are you experiencing? What is that experience of abundance? Get really clear with yourself and with the universe, right? That energy with what abundance means. Because unless you're going to give it that clarity, you're going to continue to manifest the things that maybe resonate, maybe don't. So that's the first thing that you do. All right, let's go on to tip number 2, gratitude. I'm not going to get into all the science and all the studies that have been done about gratitude. I'm going to assume that you know a lot of it. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Yes, attitude of gratitude, what it does is it raises your vibration. You're signaling to the universe that you have that faith, you have that conviction, you have that trust that the very thing that you desire is going to appear in your life before you even see it. That is how you're communicating that you have that conviction and that trust and that faith in the very thing, that it already exists and that the creator, source energy, that it wants to give it to you, right? Gratitude, you're already grateful for it. Okay. But here is when you want to manifest abundance, let's take that a step further. So every night I have a journal, and in my journal, I write out what are the things that I'm genuinely grateful for, right? And sometimes it's like literally the same things. Thank you that I woke up. Thank you that I'm feeling so healthy and vibrant. Thank you that I'm at peace. Thank you for my children. Thank you for my this. Thank you for, right? Like there's so much for us to be grateful for. However, as part of that, I also incorporate something that is related either to wealth building or the abundance that I want to manifest in my life in my journal. So when we went on a really nice vacation, or when we just purchased the tickets for a vacation that we're going to go for, I literally start to get into that attitude of gratitude and I start journaling out like, thank you for the most incredible vacation that we had, where we experienced so much fun, so much joy, so much laughter, where we were able to afford all the dinners that we wanted to, where we were able to afford all the excursions that we could go on. Thank you that I was there with my children. And right. So you get into that abundance. On the days that, for example, the market rises, right? And I see my portfolio go up, I get into an attitude of gratitude. I'm like, thank you that, the market is in green, or the assets that I'm invested in are in green, and that the companies are performing really well, and that they had like great earnings reports, right? So I get very specific. Or when I get a new client, like new coaching clients or whatever, right? I make sure that some of the things that are in my journal are related to money, wealth building, paying off my debts, being in financial alignment, living a life that feels abundant. So that's when you do journaling and when you get into that gratitude, make sure that some of it is related to abundance. Okay. Tip number 3. Now, this one I learned from someone else, and then I heard it repeated a couple of times, and I was like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to figure out and see if this actually works. And oh my God, it worked. So let me tell you. So take out your wallet. Literally, take out your wallet and take a look at what is going on in your wallet. What is the money doing in your wallet? And here's what I mean. Is the money crumpled up? Do you have old receipts in your wallet? Is there kind of like this energy of either chaos or I don't care, I don't want to really look at it, messiness? So if there's any of that, that's basically you signaling what your energy is around money. So the way that I used to have it is literally what I described. Money was crumpled up, old receipts that I was never going to use. I would take money, put it into my wallet, put it into my purse. It was like all over the place, disorganized, just like the way that I was kind of feeling inside about money, in all honesty, right? Chaos, afraid to look at it, didn't want to open up my bills, didn't want to know where I was at. It was just like, oh, let me just like not even deal with this, right? Fear, there's chaos. It's really what is happening is there's nervous system dysregulation. So the very first baby step that I took was I took a look at my purse and I took a look at my wallet and I cleaned out my wallet. Oh my God, it was wonderful. You know that feeling of like when your room is really cluttered and then you get rid of the clutter and you look around the room and you're like, wow, there's so much spaciousness. There's so much energy now flowing through my room. Well, you're going to do the same thing with your wallet. Excuse me. I'm going to have a quick sip of water. So take your wallet, look at your money, anything that's crinkled, lay it out nicely, give it respect. Give that energy of money because money is a currency. Give it respect. Throw out any old receipts that you don't need. Cleanse your wallet. Now, some people go as far as, saying that they sage their wallet and they really cleanse the energy. It doesn't matter. I think sage is just a permission slip. If you want to, absolutely do it. But do whatever it takes for you to feel like your wallet is organized, like it's neat, and like there's energy flowing through it rather than like stuck and chaotic energy in it. So that has absolutely shifted me energetically, where I started to open up my bills. I started feeling a little bit more organized when it came to my money. So highly, highly, highly recommended. It takes you 5 minutes and it's a game changer because the way you do one thing is the way that you do everything. All right. So these are the 3 tips that I have for you today. So 1, you're going to get crystal clear around what it is that you're asking the universe. What are you manifesting? Who are you being? Right? 2, you're going to be grateful. Grateful before it even shows up in your reality because you have certainty that it's going to happen. And 3, you're going to clean out your wallet, clean out your purse, clean out where you hold money because you want clear energy and for the energy to flow. Let me know which of these resonate. What are you doing? How is that shifting you? And let me know if this is content that you're interested in. I love, love, love talking about manifestation and abundance and, absolutely look forward to continuing dialoguing on this. And really exciting news. I launched the Wealthy and Unstoppable community. This is a place where we come and we just become our most unstoppable, most abundant, most empowered financial girl bosses. So if this is something that you're interested in, see the link below. Go to vickid.me. Check out the community. We launch May 1st. Every month, we're going to have a new cohort. We're learning how to live in alignment. We're learning how to have nervous system regulation so that we're not dysregulated, but we're regulated. We're looking at the essence of who we are being because everything starts with a being. If you want to have something, first you have to be the person who has that. So we start with the being. Then we focus on the doing, and that results in the having. So if you're interested, vickid.me or reach out to me. I love having conversations on these topics, and I'm so excited to have you here as part of our community. Have an amazing day, and make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and please share the content with your friends. Have an amazing day.